let's take a look at the same Excel problem and 6 different ways to solve it. If you've ever opened a spreadsheet that looks like this, where the category only shows up in the first row of each group, then you know how painful it can be to fill these values down manually, especially if you're working with hundreds or potentially thousands of rows. Well, today I'm going to show you 6 different techniques to solve this problem systematically, from simple point and click features to custom lambdas, so that you can find the right approach for you. The first method is easy. You just select the column that you want to fill down the values for, go to Home, Find and Select, go to Special, select the blanks, press OK. We've got the blank values that we want to fill down for, and then we just press equal, and with the arrow up, we're going to point to the value above our first active cell. And here's the secret. You need to press Control Enter, and that's going to apply that formula to every cell in our selection. And just like that, we're going to fill all of these values down. So if you only need to do this once, then you're all set. But if you need a more systematic approach, then you can use a simple if function and a helper column to do the trick. So let me show you. I'm going to add a new column here. Let's call this region as well. All we're going to do is say if the region is blank, so it's equal to 2 quotation marks, so an empty text string, well, then we'll want to return the value from the region above. In this case, we can just point to the cell above the active one. Otherwise, if this isn't blank, well, then just return that region's name, press Enter, apply it down, and there we go. So that's a pretty simple yet effective solution, but Excel formulas have come a long way in recent years. So let me show you a more complex yet ultimately more streamlined approach using a custom lambda and the scan helper function. And I'm going to use the scan function to essentially perform that same operation, but in a single swoop. Now I'm going to skip over the initial value argument for now, and the array that we want to scan through is this one right here. That's the array we want to fill down the values for. And for the function, the calculation is the same. We just need to use a lambda function to apply it. So we need variables for the previous and the current values. Let's use P and V. And all we want to do is check if the current value is blank, then return the previous, otherwise return the current value, close our if function, close our lambda function, close our scan function. And the final thing we need to specify is what that previous value is. And we can set that in the initial value argument here. So we can point it at here. We can also just say blank, press Enter, and it's going to spill all the results. Now, this might seem unnecessarily complicated, but what we can actually do from here is create a custom function, because all this really takes is one argument, which is the array that we want to spill down the values for. So to create a custom function, we're going to use lambda again. Let me wrap it all in lambda. And again, it's just going to take one variable. Let's just call that array. And that array is going to live here in our formula. And then to test what this function will look like, I'm going to close lambda. I'm going to open another set of parentheses here. Select the value for that array. Press Enter. You'll see that we get the same exact results, but the magic will come from actually naming this function. So I'm going to copy the entire thing, except for this final parentheses. That was just our test. And I'm going to go to Formulas, Name Manager, New, and let's say we wanted to call this formula fill down. I'm just going to paste the formula we just copied in here, press OK, and now check it out. I'm going to delete this, and I can just use fill down. We now have that function, takes one argument, the array, so let's point it over here. Close that out, press Enter, and it's going to fill down our results using that custom formula that we just created. So again, a little bit more upfront work here, but once you set it up, it's ultimately a breeze. The thing is though, if you can dream it up in Excel, there's probably already a pandas method for it. And now that Python has an integration with Excel, well then let's just take a look at how we can approach a Python solution directly from the Excel grid. I'm going to write the py function to start the Python environment here. I'm going to select the array of data that we want to fill down. Then all we need to do is use the ffill method for forward fill. Press Control Enter to commit our code. You'll see it returns a data frame. And instead of returning a Python object, we can choose to return an Excel value. And once again, we are spilling down the results and filling down those blanks, again, using a single pandas method. So that's the pandas approach if you're willing to give Python and Excel a try. But if you ask me, the very best and ultimately the most scalable solution is to just use Power Query. So let's take a look at that. And I'm going to go to Data, Get Data from Table or Range, which is this one here. Press OK. It's going to convert that into an Excel table, and it's going to open up the Power Query editor, which is right here. And all I need to do now in this region column is right-click and then go to Fill, Down, and we get the results. So now let's just close and load. It's going to add that in a new sheet, and now we have our table with the filled down values. That was pretty simple, right? Just know that if you ever have a data cleaning issue that you can't solve in Excel, Power Query is probably going to be the solution for you about 90 to 95% of the time. And if you've never heard of Power Query, don't worry, we've got just the course for you on Excel's advanced business intelligence features, Power Query, Power Pivot, and DAX. So make sure to check it out in the link in the description below. That said, if you're not interested in advanced Excel skills, you just know the basics, but you still have some of these problems that you need to take care of, well, just know that you can just use Copilot to take care of those problems for you. Launch Copilot. Say fill down the values in the region column so there are no blanks. Wait for Copilot to do its thing. You'll see that it added the values here. It's letting us know where it edited our worksheet, and we are all done. I do have to admit that Copilot has gotten a lot better at using Excel these days. So if you want to learn more about how Copilot in Excel can help you with your day-to-day workflows, then make sure that you check out our brand new, fully updated Copilot in Excel course, again, down in the link in the description below. So that's all the ways that you can fill values down in Excel, and you can now pick and choose the approach you want based on your particular scenario or use case. And if you've learned something new or have your own solution to share, then please drop us a comment and say hello. And if you're interested in learning more about data and AI skills directly from instructors like myself, then again, please do check out the link in the description below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more data content just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.